reporting live from Hunter Heald headquarters on this beautiful Thursday morning, May 27th, 2021. And ladies and gentlemen, you once again are watching a man who went 3 for 3 on his NBA predictions for the games last night. But yeah, I think the 76ers win, and quite easily too. And the Knicks will tie the series at 1 apiece. I predict that the Jazz, with Donovan Mitchell back, will take this game, and they will also even the series at 1 apiece. And just as a friendly reminder for everybody before we start today's show, the LA Clippers suck. The LA Clippers are down 0-2 against the Dallas Mavericks, heading back to Dallas for games 3 and 4. Thank you. So, getting into the games from last night, 76ers beat the Wizards pretty easily. They won 120-95, took a 2-0 series lead. Embiid and Simmons both put up 22 each. Tobias Harris added another 19 to that. Tobias Harris and Seth Curry both ended up getting injured, so keep an eye on that to see their status for game 3 and 4, although I don't think it will mean too much to this series. Bradley Beal ended with 33. Westbrook only had 10 points, and he only played 23 minutes because he did get injured. And on the way back to the locker room from that injury, a fan decided it was a great idea to just throw their popcorn on him. That's incredibly disrespectful. I mean, regardless if he's an athlete or not, I don't think anybody should be throwing food on anybody, period. But especially the fact that he's going back to the locker room after just sustaining an injury makes it even worse. I think that shows indecency. It's just a bad look for that guy. But people are people. People are stupid. People do whatever the hell they want. The next game last night, was the Atlanta Hawks in New York again. And like I said, the Knicks would tie the series at 1 apiece. That's exactly what they did. Randall and Bullock each had 15 points. But the star for the New York Knicks last night was Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose ended that game with 26 points. It felt like he was just in control of the game the whole time. RJ Barrett added a nice 13. And for the Hawks, Trae Young had a game high of 30 points. Despite hearing in his ear the entire game the F Trae Young chants, Bogdanovich and Hunter each added 18. It was another good game. I can't tell you right now who I think will win this series because I have no clue. The only thing I can say is that I predict that this series will end up going to 7 games. A game 7 back in New York series tied 3-3 with a chance to go to round 2 in the NBA playoffs on the line. That will be a game to watch. That will be a very exciting game. I can't tell you who I think is going to win because I have no clue. And so the last game of the night was the Memphis Grizzlies in Utah taking on the Jazz again. But it's not the same Jazz team that they saw game 1. They had Donovan Mitchell back, and with Mitchell putting up 25 points, the Utah Jazz were able to take the win, despite 47 points from Ja Morant, 23 from Dillon Brooks, and double digits from the rest of their starters. Conley was able to put up 20 points, and Gobert was able to put up 21 points. And they got a nice 16 points off the bench from Jordan Clarkson, the 6th man of the year of the NBA. And now that Donovan Mitchell is back and playing the way he's used to playing, I think this is the Jazz series to lose. By that I mean it is completely in their hands whether they win or lose this series. The Grizzlies can't do anything to win this series. They can only play well enough to make the Jazz. I don't make any sense right now, but what I'm saying is the Jazz are going to more than likely win this series. I don't see the Grizzlies playing well enough to take that from them. Mitchell. It's going to be hard for the Grizzlies regardless. NFL news: we have the Match 2.0. happening on July 6th. The teams are Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson, and the match is a golf round between one golfer and one NFL player. The first team I said is Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson taking on Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau. This, even if you're not a golf fan, it's still going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to see how NFL players play golf and how they match up to each other. It's going to be fun to see Brady and Rodgers compete again, but in a different sport. The trash talking has already started. Brady's been going at Rodgers, Rodgers going at Brady, DeChambeau going at Brady, Brooks Koepka, another golfer, going at DeChambeau, and then DeChambeau hitting back. It's been interesting, but yeah, July 6th that'll be a fun little thing to watch. Other NFL news: the greatest kicker of all time, Adam Vinatieri, officially announces his retirement. Vinatieri ended his NFL career as the #1 scorer in NFL history. He won 4 Super Bowls, was selected to 3 All-Pro teams and 3 Pro Bowl teams. I think Adam Vinatieri will be considered the best kicker in the NFL for a pretty long time. I think he'll keep the scoring title for a pretty long time as well. And congrats on a great career. I know for a fact that Adam Vinatieri will see this episode right now, and he'll think, yes, Hunter Heald said I had a good career. Yeah, so share this video. But on to the games tonight. The first game we have are the Bucks taking on the Heat at 7:30 in South Beach, Florida. Who am I going with? I'm going with the Milwaukee Bucks to take a 3-0 series lead. That is the most bold prediction I've had so far. But I think all the Bucks need to do is come out and shoot the ball. They don't even have to shoot it well. In the first quarter, if they can put up 20 or more threes in the first quarter, they will win the game. I think that they will shoot well enough so that the Heat remember what happened in that game 2 where they just went berserk from 3. I think the Heat will see that. They'll get shook and they'll be like, we had no chance last game. What makes us think we have a chance this game? That's what I think will happen. That's my bold prediction for this week. And we'll see what happens. Regardless, it will be if the Bucks don't shoot as well, it will be a good game. But if the Bucks shoot as well as they did last game, it won't be a good game at all. So the next game tonight is the Phoenix Suns traveling all the way to Los Angeles to take on the Lakers at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. The Lakers will take a 2-1 series lead, and this has to do mostly with the fact that 2 things. 1, Anthony Davis is back. He's playing like he needed to in Game 2. If he can continue that, he doesn't even have to play as well as he did in Game 2, but as long as he plays close to that, the Lakers will win, and we need to watch Chris Paul. I don't know how many minutes he'll play. I don't know how well he'll play in those minutes that he does play, but I would be very shocked if he's 100%, and I would be very shocked if he has a big impact in this game at all. So I think it will be Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton and the rest of their team versus the LA Lakers. And that matchup goes in favor of the Lakers. And the last game of the night is the Denver Nuggets traveling to Portland to take on the Trailblazers, and they will take that game. The Nuggets will take a 2-1 series lead. I think they'll steal this game in Portland. I think they'll feed off of the game they just had, but it will be a good game. If CJ McCollum can go off, then the Blazers will probably win. But I don't see that happening in Game 3. I'm not rolling that out for Game 4. I think Game 4, I'll probably end up picking the Trailblazers. But I don't. I see the Nuggets stealing one back from the Trailblazers in Portland tonight. So, again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, share this video, and leave a comment if you have a different opinion. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time. See ya.